coming over, but just accidentally they happened to be coming over. Good. So they came over, and Ronnie says, make sure Dr. Spinelli feels your pulse. So here's what he says to me: your heart is fast, but irregular. So Ronnie said, you mean regular? No, as he said, irregular. And I don't know what it means. Your heart is fast, irregular. So how do that? Oh, you're taking a picture like that. Oh, God.
I'm filming you.
Now,
That was on Sunday?
Sunday. Yeah, so then when he came, then his sister was with him. So, because he's a good doctor, Dr. Spin. They came to visit. So Ron called while they were here. So he said, Doctor, did you take her pulse? He says, yeah. He says, fast. But, so Ronnie says, it's anxiety. That was usually comes with it. So I guess it was. I was anxious.
So you got better?
So yeah, then I took my medication, and it went over with her. But that's what it must have been. I was getting ready to go to church, and I was trying to do this, trying to do that. So Ronnie, that's anxiety when you get that way. Well, first thing I thought my pacemaker was something wrong. Although she tested every 2 months, she calls here. You mean you actually taking a picture that way?
I'm filming.
Yeah.
now listen to this.
That's good.
In the last year, we got hearing aids, we had cataracts operations, we got new glasses. She was getting headaches with her new glasses after the cataracts. Doctor says, use your old glasses. 10 years old. She's using old glasses. I got everything on a slant. I'm looking and things aren't level. But I'm only using them to read, because on read it isn't bad. I have it right like this, you know. I can't believe it.
Did the cataract operation make your eyes better?
The what?
Did the cataract operation make your eyes better?
They're not like they should be with the new glasses. You know what I mean?
Well,
So we
Mary,
get.
I had my glasses, and this is my old ones. So after we had the cataract operation, we went to have the examination. So he prescribed another for my glasses. So I had them refilled, got new glasses, and as I'm walking around the house, I'm getting dizzier and dizzier. I said, what the hell's going on? So I stayed with that for about a week, and I said, oh, I can't. So I was taking my dizzy medication. So then I told Ronnie, so Ronnie called the doctor, got an appointment. So we went and he examined my eyes. He says, go back to your old glasses, which are these. And I got new ones right after that cataract operation. They're there in the drawer. I know what I paid for them. So he says to me, go back to your operation. Now the doctor wants me to go to the hospital. It's got to be, I have the laser beam, I think it was, because this eye has, see, there's something in your eye that if that ever fills up, you go blind. Because you have to go and get that laser. And I said, I'm not going there. So he said, well, they give us an early appointment Sunday, 7 o'clock. I said, I'm not going. So I didn't go. I canceled it. So everybody says, you're foolish, you should go. Because he said, right now, that whatever it is, we have something in our eye that if it's still like mine, if it stays like that, it's all right. But once that's filled, then I will go blind.
Do colors look different?
What?
Do colors look different to you?
No.
With the difference with the cataracts?
I don't
The
know.
hearing aids are up in the closet this year.
We paid a lot.
We both got hearing aids.
And we don't really.
Mine was going. We went back with them.
Would you like a
They
drink?
adjusted them. I come home.
No, that's okay.
I don't hear anything.
I says, I hear more noises
Does he drink?
when I'm not when I put them in my ear. Then I hear less.
Not while he's driving.
He doesn't drink too much.
You don't
It's
hear any-
$1,000 for 'em.
It doesn't work?
I thought when you get a hearing aid, listen,
Yeah.
it's nice and quiet. The only thing you hear
Well,
It's
once in a while it kind of
in
hums.
large
It's not
voices.
bad.
You know what I mean? Like raised voices.
It's not bad.
Why
really.
should I have a humming noise?
Like, oh, the device was making noise.
Yeah.
Ah.
But
So
if you have a
Mary
little-
Beth
You have a little ring in there. You adjust that. That you could cut that out. But
Mary
you don't know how to
Beth's
do it.
husband is a doctor, you know, in Yale.
Yeah.
That's Ronnie's daughter.
Yeah, I know that.
He's a doctor.
Excuse me, I gotta go pee.
She had new
See how my
hearing
blood is
aids.
wearing out?
It's okay.
She had to use her old glasses.
Huh.
Hearing. She was getting very dizzy with her glasses.
So what's her hearing aid have to do with her glasses?
Why do you get these things? You go through them, you go back with them, they adjust it, and it's still like I'm talking to you. All I could hear is like that. I thought you get a hearing aid, you get it in your ear, and it's quiet. I had friends that had hearing aids, never used them. They used them. Steve Itka, you heard of him, I guess, too. He sent away for, he had bought hearing aids. I don't know what he paid. He sent away for somebody $29 for hearing aids.
That's cheap.
He carried them in his pocket.
They were big ones though. They were clunky, right?
Huh?
They were big.
Well, they're not big.
They weren't the little ones.
They're little. They're in your
What
ear.
was
You
it?
don't
The
even.
sonic ear?
Huh?
The sonic ear?
They're little tiny things, you know. For me, they said they're going to give it a little larger in your ear. No, my mother used to have them with a battery on her chest here, and a wire going up to this part from here to the battery. You know, my mother.
Mm-hmm.
But today they're improving, but I don't know if they're improving as good as they're supposed to.
My grandfather uses a hearing aid, but he only uses it sometimes when he
Yeah.
needs to. Like when he's watching a movie or TV, he doesn't like to keep it in all the time.
Well,
The day of your party, your shower, whatever you call it, your baby shower, your grandfather drove home that night? What time was it?
What
Late.
time was it? 6 o'clock?
No, later than that, after this party. After her party.
What time was it? 6 o'clock? 7 o'clock?
Oh no, it was about
Later than
when
that.
it was dark.
Yeah, it was late, about 10 o'clock.
No, it wasn't 10 o'clock. It was like 5 o'clock, but it was dark.
Well, it was even near 10, because they says to me, look at this man. This is Mary's grandfather. He's driving home. Now, where was he going?
Yeah, but he's only like 75 years old.
No, he's not.
How
They
old
say
is
He's
he?
older
He's
than
like-
that.
87?
He's
Yeah.
87.
Yes. Well,
He's a
what
young
do you
guy.
think- What do you think 87 is?
87,
Driving at night?
and
Gee,
he's driving.
he couldn't believe it. I don't believe it. I think you got it wrong. And they did tell me there. I didn't know who
Yeah,
it
he
was.
does.
Huh?
He does. He drives.
Just so, at 87,
Well,
they
listen to
should take
this.
his license away from him.
He does all right. He only goes to the store. He doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, well, that's it. But
Now,
they
Steve
told me
Itkin, he
was going to-
died. He died, you know.
That
he-
night, yes, he was.
He died a
wasn't
couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They said he was. I came home and I told him, you should see Mary's grandfather. He's in his 80s, and they tell me he's driving to Vermont at that hour. He couldn't believe it.
Yeah, he's okay.
And he's driving.
Well, here's another thing. Steve Itka, he was a captain in
But I
the
think
Marines.
maybe
Yeah.
let him drive
For
it.
35
He goes to
years.
the store, and he's able, because you need to store, and
He was
can't
stopped
get there.
twice for going
He's
85
living
miles an
alone.
hour, once
Does
here
he
in
live
Connecticut
alone?
and once in
They
New
live
Jersey.
together.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a wife?
92.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was alone. Was she there?
He goes
too?
for a license, no questions
Oh,
asked.
so
He
they're
gets
both
it for
going on.
4
Yeah, I
years.
couldn't believe it.
She doesn't drive anymore. She
But no,
How
but
could
she
they give
told
a
me-
man
Look at this,
a
Mary's
driving
grandfather,
license? He's
driving home now.
92,
Where is he, to Vermont?
and he got
This
his
nowadays,
age down
when I
there.
was going home, it was
He's going to drive in
I was,
96?
you know,
He
2000
drove?
for
No,
him to drive home,
he
but
didn't live.
yes, he got
I
there
said he
all
just
right.
died in
Yeah, I
92.
couldn't believe
But
it.
if he did live, he could have
I
drove.
told him,
He
said,
would have
"You must
drove.
have you must have
He
that."
had
I said,
medication,
"No, he was driving
oxygen
home."
in his car.
He's
He'd pull
headstrong.
on a highway to start to breathe. He had,
Yeah.
just like him.
I think, 11 or 12
Yeah,
pills
well,
to
he
take a
stopped
day.
driving quite a while ago, but
When he
didn't
came
know where
here, He
I'm
couldn't back
driving,
out.
riding with him,
He
and
sat
all
in the
of a sudden,
car
I said,
and
"Where's
he's
the brake? Where's the
going,
brake?" I
wait.
said, "Where's
So I
the
had to
brake?"
stand
What
alongside
are
the
you
car
talking about?
and steer it
So when we
till he
went to
could
the
back out
doctors, and
straight.
I told him some of the stuff.
I can't believe it.
So his
died.
mother comes in.
I can't believe it.
Take a second.
Yeah.
So she says to the doctor,
Twice
"Don't
for
drive
going
it,
85
Brigham."
miles an hour.
So the
But
doctor
his
looks
whole
at her.
car was
She's
covered
on
with
this-
retired,
I don't think he should drive
disabled
this. He couldn't
Marine.
drive it.
You know what I mean?
So-
He had
Ah.
labels.
That's
Oh,
the
I don't know how to,
So
all
now-
kinds. So this time in New Jersey, he
Yeah,
was going to New
but I
Jersey.
think
He
the
used to
next
go to
thing that
Washington,
happened,
D.C.
he
He's
really
going
did
in New
that.
Jersey.
He
He
couldn't
stopped
find
on
the
the
brake.
Jersey Turnpike.
Then we were driving, then somehow, I don't know, I couldn't
The cop
stop
stopped
the car
him.
when we
He
were
looks
going
at the
fast,
car.
and we kind of slowed down, we're
He's
going down
reading
the
all the
embankment,
things he got
and
all
I
over.
shut the key, I should turn the key
He
off.
said, "Do you know how
He
fast
says,
you were
"Gee, I can't see
driving?"
where again, he's all mixed
And
up.
I think he
He says, "I
answered
can't find the
something.
brake." I said,
How
"Oh,
old are
God."
you? And
So
he
I
told him,
said-
"That's just how fast
Then
you were
I
driving."
sit here and settle down.
I can't
I
believe
said,
it.
"'Cause I'll call Jean again.
So after
Take
talking
this
to
up.
him, oh, he must have had about 15, 20
He said,
different Marine
"Where's the brake?
retirement.
Where's the brake? Oh my God!" I said,
He says, "What's your problem?" I says, "I don't know, the brake, I guess." I says, "It's terrible." Cars are going both ways, and I made it. I'm putting on my foot. I'm not putting on my foot. If I'm putting on my foot, it's not working, my foot. Or I wasn't even putting the foot on the brake. It's
What's
fu-
that digital actually mean? What does that mean, digital? That
Sony.
digi-
Grandpa,
Yeah.
did you ever have a drink of alcohol in your whole life?
Do what?
Yeah.
Did you ever have a drink of alcohol?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe when I was
Well, I'll tell you this
80
story.
years ago.
My sister, listen, my sister came to visit us, she and her husband. And she was pregnant at the time, so she wanted strawberry pie, longing for strawberry pie. So he says, they came to visit us. He's okay, so Tommy Shea was the one I'm speaking of, my brother-in-law. He married my sister. So he's okay, we'll go get you a strawberry pie. So they went, the two of them. And Tommy was the guy
That was
got
during
a car
Prohibition.
that stops at this tavern. He knows this guy, this guy. So by the time they got home, they were both drunk. Really, I don't know how he drove to our house.
You got drunk?
Drunk, the two of them. Tommy
No.
During
Shea.
prohibition,
Now
pro-
listen,
Now listen to
prohibition.
So they came over
He
to
was
my house, and they're on the
a
back
drinker.
porch.
and there's prohibition. So let's go to this, he mentioned the name, and there we go in there, you know, he orders a drink for me. I said,
How old were you?
What?
How old were you?
I was married.
How old?
Oh, gee, I don't know.
28, 27, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I didn't want to drink it. He says, "Oh, just
See,
take
Tommy
it."
was the guy that knew all
Before I
this
know it,
time.
he'd ordered another one for himself, but he didn't order one for me. I had one drink. You go to another joint, he was a lotto ticket seller and all that sort of stuff, and a gambler. He was a real gambler, you know. We get there, he orders a drink for himself. He says, "How about you?" I said, "No, I don't want to. No." He's close to me, you know, so
So you
I
had-
poured a little bit. I said, it's this much, you know. It must have been made home, you know, provision. So we get in the car, and I'm getting there like that, you know. We just about made it home. I lived on the 3rd floor, and we get upstairs, and I was really ready to throw up, you know. So I went on the back porch.
Tommy
and I
Shea,
did
he
start
both
to
them
throw
hanging
up.
off the back porch like
She
this.
says to him,
throw
"Good,
up.
let him fall off the porch or something like
So
that."
my
She
sister
said-
Sue says,
I didn't
"Peggy,
hear it, but she
Peggy,
said
they're
it.
leaning way over they were leaning way over like that, so it's good for them. If they do, they're drunk, they don't know, they won't feel it. You shouldn't have got drunk.
That's the first and last time I ever
They came
drank.
back drunk, I don't know how he drove.
You-
That's
do you-
all. He was really drunk.
Do you think that has a lot to do with being, being so
problem.
healthy, so at such an old age?
But me
The first beer I had,
please.
listen, at my 90th party, if you remember, I asked for a can of beer, and everybody's going like this and coughing. I drank a half a can. I sip.
Half a can. Were you tipsy?
I didn't drink the whole beer. I just was tasting.
Were you drunk?
No, sipping it. That's all. I never drink beer. I never drink booze. I never
So
smoke.
this Tommy Shea that I was speaking of, he was married to my sister. So he was in the tavern on Seaview Avenue. They had the last day of the Yankee game, and they were
World Series. He was watching it.
He was watching it. So along comes his brother. This guy. There was a guy in there that this black guy came in to get his brother. He comes in with a gun, loaded gun, and he's shooting at his brother. Tommy Shea went to stop him, and he got shot.
They both got it.
So they both got killed that day.
Her
So
husband
the
was
day of
shot.
the last the series.
See, they were celebrating the World Series. And like you would in the beer joint, everybody drinking
all went there
and stuff
watching the
like
game.
that. But they're all men, you know. So this man comes in with a gun, and his half brother or brother or something. And Tommy, he went to help the man that was shot. He got shot and he got killed too. And her sister was in the Barnum Theater on Barnum Avenue in the movie house. How the hell did we find out?
We was visiting my girlfriend. We were having dinner there that Sunday afternoon, and the phone rang, and it was Ronnie. Ronnie was home, and he said, "Uncle Jimmy just called."
So I went to the theater.
Wait a minute, I'm talking.
You don't know how it happened with me.
No, that's how.
I go in the theater looking for her, where the show is on. I found her with her son.
So Ronnie told us that they went to the movie.
So then we told her, your husband had an accident. We didn't tell her he got shot. Till she found out or was told like somebody else. He was in the hospital, of course, and he was shot and he died.
This
But
is
he
in
was
1978.
What year?
1978.
he was quite a gambler and
Was this in the pub in downtown Bridgeport?
I think, it wasn't downtown, it was on Seaview Avenue, more on the east side, I would say. But Tommy was the kind he used to drink quite often.
What kind of